Hi guys, this is Daryl with Lee's Lawn Care and Services. How y'all doing today? It's Saturday, and we're out here working. I just dropped my son off so he could go to work, and I just went and did one of my commercial properties. But I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk to you guys about this little situation that I had. I did a video a while back where this guy was being real picky about having his yard done the way he wants it done and all this other stuff. And I went back and I shared the video of how his yard looked, and his yard to me looked nice, and in his mind it looked bad, looked horrible. So I think I told you the story. I offered him a refund and he didn't want it. So we still continued to cut his grass. So that was the time before the last time we just cut it a couple days ago. And when we cut it a couple days ago, I cut it high like he liked it, 6 inches, and double cut, because I knew my blade wasn't as sharp, so I double cut it to make sure I evened it off real good. And while we were there, came out. I said, "How's y'all look?" He said, "Y'all looks great." Shook my hand, paid us, went inside, blah blah blah. So comes out the next morning and he calls me while I'm working on my Friday accounts, which was yesterday. And he said, "Mr. Lee, we have a problem." I say, "Okay, well, what's wrong?" I thought I broke a glass or something might have happened of that nature. So come to find out, it was one little piece of grass that I missed by his door that I guess it laid down when the machine was running over, and then it stood back up once we were done or whatever. And so he was complaining about that. And then he was complaining about the neighbor's next door yard, which he have no control of. He was complaining about their yard and talking about their yard look a hot mess and all this other stuff because of the way we cut it with the machines and all. And so I sat there, I listened at it. I said, well, I got to come back in the area anyway. And I said, I got to come back in the area anyway. So when I come back through there, I'll take care of whatever issue I have with your yard. And I got to go down the street and finish cutting the other yards. So when I got back over there, man, I'm telling you, it took us not even a minute to weed eat the little spot down. Now, I might have been rushing. I'm a human being, so I might have been rushing at the time because my son had to go to work. So we kind of, we stepped on the gas a little bit. So it not even took a minute to weed eat down this little patch, this little piece that I missed. And I didn't cut a deep enough line by his door. He has a glass door. So I don't weed eat hard around glass, very, very light. And I'm going in the opposite direction. I'm trying to throw the stuff away from the glass. But I'm still leery of it because it could swing around on that string and go right back into the glass. So I don't have my weed eaters gunned up, when I'm running around glass tonight. So I went, we fixed that, and then I looked at the neighbor's next door yard. The neighbor's next door yard was fine. The lady had no issues with the way her yard looked great. But in his mind, the yard was a hot mess, but it's not your yard, So I politely sent him a message. I said, look, that was the last time we were servicing your yard, because we work too hard out here in this heat. We take a lot of pride in our work and what we do, and putting up with somebody that's just not happy, that's finding reasons to say something, hey, you can keep that to yourself. It's 100 degrees out here, and I feel like, if you that whiny and that complaining about stuff, get you a lawnmower yourself and cut it the way you want it. You know, when I cut his grass at 6 inches, that's not enough air going under there to pick up the blades of grass like you want it, because it's cutting it so high. You know, it's just not going to do it. It creates a vacuum underneath it. It needs a certain amount of air to lift the stuff to cut it. You know, and the machine do have lift blades on it to cut grass like that, to lift it up. But in his case, because he didn't like the fact that sometimes he had a tree in his front yard, and so that tree left roots when they took it out of the front yard, and it left dips and divots in his yard. And so to get his yard evenly, you got to cut it high, and you got to, you know, to keep the lawnmower from dipping down, you got to have it on a real high setting, 6 inches. You know, I don't cut nobody's grass at 6 inches. The other guy that I cut, that's across from him, like his grass cut high, I cut him at 5 inches, and he's satisfied. At least 5 inches, I have a little bit more of vacuuming under there to lift the grass up so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't look bad. But 6 inches is just too high. You know, it just my machine's not going to do it. So, long story short, I told him, I said, go, you have to find you another lawn care service provider. You know, thank you, you know, for the service that you know we've gotten so far. You know, and going forward, you're no longer going to cut your grass. And so he was trying to, you know, finagle it a little differently. You know, he's like, you know, now we don't have to do that, and you can continue to cut it. I'm like, no, you know, no, I don't. I suggest you find somebody else to cut it. You know, because I simply can't do it. You know, I can't go through every other week. It's a bi-weekly yard, and you calling me out there for not even a minute or two worth of work, maybe that needs to be done. You know, and I can't do that. You know, I can't do that because yesterday we was working, and you know we was in the rhythm. You know, you get in the rhythm, you get in the flow, you're moving. You know, you're juking, you're getting your stuff done. He just threw my whole rhythm off. You know, had my whole psyche just all messed up. You know, we was cutting 4 in a row, knocking them out. You know, we had 2 on one side of the street, 2 on the other side of the street, and we was moving and grooving. And man, when he called with that foolishness, it's just, I'm looking at the temperature, it's 99 degrees outside. And I'm listening at him talking about a little piece I missed by his door and a line. And I'm like, okay. You know, he said, well, you know, it could wait till next time if you want, but, you know, I'm aware. In my mind, you got way too much time on your hands. You know, and if you feel that picky, that particular about it, then maybe you need to find somebody else to do it. You know, that's just my thing. Because, you know what? I'm human. We all are human. We gonna miss stuff. It is what it is. You know, we're not gonna catch everything all the time, you know. And if we're tired, definitely we're fatigued. So we're just not gonna catch everything, you know. You know, it's just not gonna happen. You're gonna catch most of it, you know, but and the thing is, I guess that's a testament to me, because if I miss those 2 little bitty pieces out of his big old yard, then that's not bad at all. You know, because there's been spots where I've had to go behind guys that I hire and catch the whole backyard because they caught it and they didn't weed eat with confidence. You have to weed eat with confidence, you know, and he didn't do that. And so he left the stuff up kind of high around the fence line, which is, I call it the border. And you knock that down flat, you know, that's how I do it. So, you know, long story short, guys, you know, don't put up with no crap out here, man. You know, if a customer is you know, slick slide, hating on you, or you know, trying to belittle you or something, man, drop them people. You know, life too short. Drop them. We work too hard to be putting up with BS. You know, it's bad enough that we got to come out here, and hopefully you guys got your affairs in order where you don't have to pursue people for payment. I don't have that issue. I had that issue at one time, but some years back I corrected that issue because I got rid of a lot of them that was like that. You know, they had to go. So I don't have a problem, you know, getting payment from my customers. That's the least of my problems. And dealing with complaints, I don't have a problem dealing with complaints, but I have a problem with people being nitpicky. I do have an issue with that. Because when you correct an issue that they ask, and you go there, every time you go there, and you have that in your mindset that you're going to correct certain issues, and they come out with more issues, then this person is just trying to find other things to aggravate you. That's what's just the way I see it. You know, like I said, we don't have the time and the gas, the effort and the energy to keep turning around, going back, dealing with an issue when a customer is unhappy about something. We go and we deal with that, and then they find something else they're unhappy about. And my thing is, you're going to keep looking for that. So find somebody else to do the work. There's a crew that comes across the street. They mulch up the other yard across the street. He's more than welcome to pick them or pick whoever else. You know, like I say, all of us out here cutting yards, there's tons of us. You know, just like there's McDonald's, Burger King, Rally's, Popeyes, and all these other places that sell fast food. You just have to pick up what you want. Same thing with lawn care services. There's tons of them. You know, so I told him, I said, go find you another lawn service to take care of this, because I can't keep doing this, you know. And that was that, you know. You know, no hard feelings. I'll speak to him all the time. I go out there to cut the other two. I cut the two right on side of him who have no issues, and then leave his yard for whoever. You know, and that's just the way it's gonna be. You know, I'm not putting up with that. It's too hot. You know, it's too hot. I've been doing this job for way too long. You know, to listen at criticism from somebody who used to be something. You know, and they don't even want to cut their own grass, but they want to complain and whine about the nitpicky stuff that somebody else doesn't do. And if that's the case, then get the other crew to do it. You know, because they had a crew before me doing it, and they just walked away. And I didn't know why they walked away. Well, now I kind of know why they walked away. If they walked away for foolishness that they didn't feel like putting up with, then I don't blame them. You know, and then he was telling me a story about the guys that was trimming his bushes, you know, talking about the guy was overcharging him for trimming his bushes. So, you know, he stopped that guy. Who cares? I don't care. You know, people sometimes, I guess he think when you lose yards that hurts you. Man, that don't hurt you. Dude, I got so much work, I throw way more work than I get. You know, and I don't take on all the jobs that I got because I have so much work. You know, I have so much work, man. It's like everybody that I deal with, there's always relatives within that need work done, and they call me. I'm the one that gets the call, you know. And like I said, I turned down my work. I just did a video about that big yard, that property. This guy just bought a foreclosed property, one of my top customers, and he wants me to cut it. And we agreed on the price, and he doesn't have a problem paying it, you know, and that's solid. So at the end of the day, the way I look at it, I don't have to entertain foolishness. I'm not going to. You know, this is our business. This is your business. This is your business. You run your business. You don't let your business run you. When a customer comes in and it's constantly nitpicking, you drop that customer because it's too hot to be dealing with foolishness. That's just my take on it. And so, long story short, I'm not putting up with no crap off no customer because it's my business. And I make the rules. And if they can't play by the rules, then they don't need to use me. Bottom line. And it doesn't hurt me one bit. For every one customer I lose, there's 4 or 5 customers waiting to get in on the list. You know, I use them as just one-time deals. If I have time to go and do them, I go and do them. If I don't, I don't. It's no big deal. You know, and that's how I look at it. You know, it's a one-time operation. You know, and that's how I treat it. It's a one-time deal. The customer called me the other day while I was cutting the other ones. He asked if you had time. I told him no. He said, well, do you think you're going to have time? I said, maybe Saturday. So guess what? It's 2 o'clock, 2:37. I'm driving out here to his yard right now. It is starting to rain. And so I'm going to get out here. I'm going to look over this yard. And there ain't nothing I'm going to be able to do because it's raining. But he don't want to get on a regular schedule, so guess what? You get the leftovers. That's just X's and O's. That's how it is. If a customer doesn't want to get on a regular schedule, they get the leftovers. That's what it is. If I have time, I will do it. And I've already offered this customer to get on a schedule, and they like, you know, because they don't want to keep paying. Not like that. They don't mind paying for it because all I do primary for them is edge work. But now they want me to do the whole yard. They want me to do everything, so it's a lot more. And they they taste it. They don't like the taste of it, so they want to be picky. Okay, well, and I get it. If you can't afford the service, then you don't do it. If you can't afford it, then you do it, or you try to pick your spots and hope that we have openings to help you out. So I'm headed out here. It's raining, so I guess I'm not gonna get anything done over here. I'm gonna look at my map and see where else I can go. Like I said, it's 2:30 something. I might be able to squeeze out another one or two, and then I'm probably gonna get on here to the house because I'm tired and it's been a long week. We've already cut over 30 yards. I am tired. This heat has really done the job on me this week. So I need a little rest. But guys, I'll see you on the next one. I keep praying for you guys. You stay strong, man. Stand on your square. Don't let these guys, these people push you around like that. You have to have boundaries. You have to have morals, man, and stand on them. You have to have principles. Stand on it. Because guess what? At the end of the day, man, all you got is you, and you gotta take care of you. And your family comes in to help you, and they take care of you. But don't let nobody out in these streets do you dirty like that. So take care, guys. I pray for you. You guys have a great day today, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.